This is a roguelike. It's built like a roguelike game. So when we go out into the open, whenever I take a move, the enemies will take a move, you know, standard roguelike stuff. But whenever you encounter an enemy, you actually enter a JRPG style fight, and you can eventually gain knowledge of different enemies and such. So then you bring it here, and you can create more creatures, and eventually it expands into more stuff, but we're just gonna keep pushing through and see how far we get during this run. Oh yeah, equip one of your creatures with a spell. Wrong one, there we are. Manage spell gems, molten armor, there we go. Awesome. Well armed. All work and no play. Talk to Everett. Is my cursor supposed to be on screen? No, it isn't. Sorry about that. I'm playing this game in a window right now, so the cursor being there is just, you know, it's just kind of laying around there. If it pops on screen, my bad. I tend to forget about it. I should mention that this game is really scuffed when it comes to like modernness, I suppose. Okay, so yeah, these guys came back and essentially they're saying that yeah, the king is like, or the ruler of the place they went to, yeah, he's up to no good and he's got the orb and now we gotta go and beat the crap out of him or something. I did read this the first time I went in. Might have been because of the menu. Okay, so yeah, like when I move around, these guys move too. And then we enter fights. Every single unit has its own effect. So like this one here, Nature's Blessing. Your creatures always have mending. So basically between turns, the Ebony Ent will heal himself. If I go down here, Reinvigoration artifact. After this creature attacks, it resurrects a random ally with 50% health. So if my other unit goes down, he actually can bring him back. Cold Blood. When this creature deals damage, it deals between 50 and 250% normal damage. Oh, I like that already. Okay, we're gonna put Molten Armor on him, because that'll give him a buff. And then we're just gonna attack with this guy. And then we are going to attack with this guy and see what it does. 57. So yeah, things in the Chaos line, I guess. So in this case, the Trickster starting monster, they all play with like RNG, it seems, which I think is kind of neat. Let's see, what does this guy do? Inspect. Okay, so enemies can only attack once per turn. So there are certain situations where you can actually attack more than once. Essentially, having him on the field would put the kibosh on that. I'm gonna give him Molten Armor again. Also, between it seems between battles, your characters do heal, which is good because you basically lose all of your health between fights. Oh, dude, he hits hard. Oh, when I was playing the Evoker does not hit that hard that early on. I'm not gonna... We're not even kidding there. Alright, so now we gotta talk to the statue. You approach the altar of Apocrynox, god of the hunt. The altar is beautifully carved and seems eerily realistic in its appearance. You can't help but desire to touch it. Slowly, you extend your hand towards the altar, all but mesmerized by its beauty. Apocrynox, god of the hunt. Who goes there? You nearly soiled yourself from startlement. After regaining your composure, you enter the current you explain the current situation to Apocrynox. The ultimate nether orb, Yes, I've heard of it. In truth, I've always thought it to be a myth. However, I'd be remiss to ignore the reputable ruler of Siralim. Very well then, I will aid you in your quest to find the ultimate nether orb. But first I must ask you to do a favor. Essentially, he's gonna make me do a bunch of garbage. That's kind of what he's gonna do. Got any construction materials for trade? Okay, so these guys here, these little tents, they're essentially looking for those. So I just picked up firewood. And then once you collect what they want, they just kind of they kind of leave. And then a lot of things can be destroyed. Some things, instead of being destroyed, get turned into like those things turned into favor for Apocrynox. These turn into resources. Those just get destroyed. Those turn into resources. So that's essentially what you're supposed to do, is kind of like run around collecting shit. Getting through stages, leveling up your units, you know. Standard, like, monster collecting fare. Oh, but the depth gets pretty crazy. Okay, so this guy here, his ability is after this creature attacks, it deals 70% of the damage dealt to adjacent enemies. So we don't want that. But we can probably take a hit, especially if one of them's shielded. And then we'll just attack with this guy. Be kind of whatever. And then we'll attack with him and probably one-shot him, deal 99 damage in one blow. Unicorn Vivifier upgraded. Ooh, Slate of Instability. Jeez, I can't talk. Alright. Getting a nice little bundle of resources here. So, you may have seen that little thing, that little cave that I passed by. I'm pretty sure that's where I need to go. Oh, this one's kind of amusing. You pick up the pipes and play a little tune. Unfortunately, your complete lack of musical talent appears to have attracted the attention of some nearby creatures. The creatures attack. And whenever you do that, it's always the exiled satire, which I think is just amusing. Did I already molten armor? No, I didn't. Okay, we're just gonna attack him. Actually, you know what I should be doing? Actually, no, never mind. I forgot that my main unit does, like, nanners damage because of his effect. Satyr? My bad. I blamed that one on hearing people say it incorrectly. Okay, so what we're gonna do... I really wish I could get a cast for this guy, because he's not very strong. He's not very... Actually, do I even need to worry about... No, I don't. It's also very common. Knowledge. You gain knowledge point for each creature you kill. Then after you gain enough knowledge points, your knowledge rank for that creature increases, unlocking benefits such as the ability to see that creature's health value in battle. To view the knowledge you've collected, as well as what knowledge specific benefits you've earned for each creature, press Q in the menu and choose knowledge. So, if we go down to knowledge, knowledge? Cards, prophecies, currencies, items, creatures, characters, map. Word? Reference? Artifacts, realms, status effects, skins. You have not unlocked skins yet. Okay, like I totally already lost where he told me to look, but that's not important. What's important is killing this thing and ending its miserable life. It's like, do you know what it feels like not to be able to hug anything? Yeah, these guys are kind of weak. Not gonna lie. Alright, so we're filling out this area pretty quick here. There's also a few options that I could do to speed things up. At least I know of one. There's kind of like a turbo mode. But I'm just gonna play this normally for at least the first time. I might play this again. Anything that's on streams, I'm basically just gonna be making VODs for a while. The main reason is I have some bigger projects that I want to work on, and I want to get Shadow included in on those. She's gonna be doing the narration for more structured videos, and that's probably gonna make more videos come out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna keep these VODs coming up. I don't know why I keep fighting these guys. I kind of don't want to. I need to get my unicorn ability, though. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that one. I don't need to be triggering every single fight, because I'm going to be grinding this out in the future. Oh, there's actually 3 of these caves, isn't there? Yeah, because it's the Realm Depth caves, so now I gotta fight this dude. Okay. Cast Molten Armor. Attack. Man, I really don't like... Oh, actually, that did not bad damage, really. Oh, yeah, just to inspect this guy. The Manticore Conqueror. After this creature attacks, it also deals damage to 2 other enemies equal to 40% of its attack. So essentially, it gets almost a complete free attack on adjacent enemies. And the Crypt Bat, Bombardment. After an ally attacks, this creature deals damage to the target equal to 35% of its attack. So these are very offensive enemies. I'm going to attack the Manticore here. But fortunately, we're playing the absolute unit class, and randomness rules. Alright. So, Mr. God of the Hunt, he's happy that we beat up that dude. But we have to beat up 2 more dudes. So, I know one of the caves is this way. I mean, considering we're on the far right of the screen, it's probably safe to say they're all this way, but I mainly mean we've passed one before. Hell yeah. Getting all the loot. This game also has like a million different currencies. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. I think it's somewhere down here. I think I overshot it a little bit. Maybe down here? Nope. Down here? Probably not. Ah, but some loot. Probably one over here too. Nope, never mind. Maybe that was the one I saw previously. Or maybe I'm like looking at the wrong spot. You found a treasure map. Now find the treasure. I think that actually affects the map, so like, if I look around, oops. Let's see here. Oh, there's the cave. Okay. Oh, hey Kitro, have you gotten the, is the article up? Purple Amber. I'm just like getting all of the loot. Okay, but we still need to find the cave. Oh, I totally ignored the caves. Oh, there's the treasure though, so that's off in an isolated area, so I'll just go grab that real quick. You dig up the treasure. Awesome. You haven't looked at it yet? Okie doke. Like I told Jesse, there's no rush. The article's there, so it'll, you know, it won't make much of a difference if we just delay it one day. Okay. Oh, hey, these two are asleep. Inspect. Nature of the beast. Your creature starts the battle with 3 stacks of dire wolves. This trait does not stack. And what dire wolves does is, after a minion's master attacks, each dire wolf deals damage to the target equal to 30% of its speed, max 5 stacks. So, when it attacks, it'll start attacking it'll attack for 30% of its health, or its damage, a few more times. This one here, after the enemy is healed, it is affected with Blighted. That shouldn't take effect as long as we don't heal, which I don't think we have a way to. So, we're gonna Molten Up here because they're asleep. Then we're going to attack the... whatever that thing is. Oh no, they woke up! Or no, wait, I guess it attacked in its sleep? I call shenanigans. Oh, dude. Okay, so, my horse has, like, the sun element, and that dog was, like, dark element. So, I'm pretty sure you can get you can basically get the Pokemon-style elemental advantages as well. But trust me, the depth goes deeper. It goes much deeper. Someone had a lot of fun with a dictionary and thesaurus for these names, right? That is no joke. Oh, and you haven't even seen I mean, they must have had to. There's like supposed to be 1,200 plus monsters in this game. Like, I get why they made the game look so simplistic, because jeez, if this was any more elaborately designed, it would never get done. Alright, where's that last cave? Okay, those are just big rocks. Those aren't the caves. There's a Manticore up there. I'm not seeing any more caves. I hope I didn't miss anything. And I hope that beeping isn't too loud. Just let me know, and I'll try to, like, avoid using the map as much as possible. Oh, wait, hold on. I screwed up. I'm supposed to go to Realm Depth 3. But like a big old goober, I didn't realize that I need to go back to base first. Well, I don't need to go back to base, but I need to go back here to take a look at some stuff. You've had worse menu sounds? Yeah. But I will admit, like, that does get kind of ear grating eventually. Okay, so we're gonna create a new spell gem. We're gonna do... Your creature gains a barrier that absorbs a moderate amount of damage. Target takes a small amount of damage. You have 0 of these in your inventory. Okay. A small amount of damage doesn't sound very exciting. Target recovers a small amount of health. You have 0 of these. Okay, we're gonna do minor healing. We're gonna give that to... How do I change characters? Okay, creatures. How do I change characters, damn it? Oh, there we go. I just wasn't noticing the little, like, subtle change on the menu. Equip artifact. Manage spell gem. We're gonna give you healing. You now have the ability to heal. You are now one Healy boy. And we are also going to summon a new guy. So, we already have a Chaos type, but we are a Chaos character. But I think first I want to get one of these guys. After a creature attacks, deal 70% damage dealt to adjacent enemies. He's pretty good. I kind of like him. Giving characters mending is always nice, so I might do the Ebony Ent too. I'm not really feeling the languid limbs. Enemies can only attack one time per turn. That could be useful against certain enemies, but I cannot see it being useful against most encounters until at least maybe later. This creature's attack deals 75% more damage and inflict bleeding. I think I'm gonna go with the Ebony Ent, because that would give my party more sustain. And now we have one of 3 different elements. I'm gonna hold on to that for now. I'm also gonna take a look at my character real quick because, you know, he's got a lot of stuff going on. For instance, perks. I have 10 perk points. Let's see what I can do. Even the odds. At the start of a normal battle, you have a 0% chance to instantly kill a random enemy. Oh, wow. Dude, this is gonna be so random. Oh man, they're all like this. Oh, this is gonna be good. A 1% chance per rank. Additional chance to be cast. Oh my god, there's so many. I mean, it's all low odds, but I can imagine once you get like deep in this game and have like a whole bunch of these. Oh, it's gonna be amazing, dude. Anyway, I'm gonna save my points for now, because, you know, a little 1% boost isn't gonna do very much. But I am going to... Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go over here and see if I can craft another spell. Which I can't. I can't afford it right now. But I think I can afford to craft a weapon. First, I want to see what the highest stat of the treant is. Character sheets. Okay, so he's got lots of health. His intelligence and defense are about even. He's timid. Okay, hold on. I want to check something real quick. If I go here, I can't make another treant. Okay. Then I wonder if I can change his nature. We're gonna forge him a helmet. Alright. Actually, how much? We're a little bit short of one more weapon, so the horse is gonna be kind of left by the wayside in terms of equipment goes. But we're gonna give the treant a little bit more health. And we're gonna go to Realm Depth 2, Blood Grove. No, I sense that Kichi's not here either. Continue your search deeper, or continue your search in a deeper part of the Blood Grove. I've come to offer my emblems. We don't have enough emblems for that. Let's go and look around. Oh no, little blob with no face. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna need molten armor for this area because we're alright. We're still doing pretty good damage. The treant already died. And he's back. 139. I think that's the highest I've done so far. You ADD'd for a bit? How is that a bard? Okay, so we're just gonna slap them. Ebony Ent's gotta get some levels going. Alright, we're just gonna keep hunting around. artifact markers found. So that's what our current objective is. We've already found 2 of 4. Two more summons ready. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't really pay too much attention to those, because by the time I... Like, after I get to, like, the 3rd area, there's gonna be so many summons, and I'm not gonna be able to afford any of them. Yeah, that mending is gonna be, like, a big help, as long as the ebony ant can stay alive. Oh, cool. My next battle, creatures take less damage. Sweet. Hey, the next battle has arrived. Alright, so, once again, we're basically just running through, just grabbing things, breaking stuff, trading with people, fighting ebony ants, other enemies, the brownie mauler. Oh no, he's healing! There we go. He probably should have healed himself. Oh, there he goes. Accidentally didn't select him instead, and yeah, it's all good. It's not like we're gonna lose against this guy. Okay. Now I'm pretty much done here. I could do some more farming. I might take just a kind of a quick run around and hand in a few miscellaneous things. And then I'm gonna call it and head back to the... I think for this run, I'm gonna just get to the boss, and from there I will wrap up this stream, and it's gonna just be another VOD. Maybe I shouldn't just be attacking, like, and nothing else. Might need to use my noodle a little bit more. Hey, that should have resurrected him. What the hell? This creature deals damage equals to the difference between its current health and the target's current health. And then this one, the creature... Okay, bleeding. Let's attack you, because you haven't been attacked yet. Then we're going to attack you, and that'll bring back the Treant, but the Treant's gonna immediately die. That's okay. Easy peasy. I will tell you though, like, in my previous run, this was not nearly as smooth. The Evoker is a lot weaker in the early game. Although I can see the Evoker getting, like, way stronger in the late game, because it's got some pretty OP abilities. It's also kind of making me wonder what the other classes are like. And I guess just the other monsters in general. But, okay, I guess I'll grab that. No reason not to. And I'll go into this cave, because there's no reason not to fight one of these guys. It's 2 free chests, so why not, right? Alright, so we're gonna just attack. Attack. And attack. Kinda hoping that'd be enough to take it out, but that's okay. Alright, And we should have enough materials for another skill. Okay, take it back. There was a lot of resources up here that I just wanted to grab. But let's get out of here now. No, we don't want to go to 3. We want to teleport to Siralim again. Alright, so we have some more options, but I think the Bard Balladeer is probably the one we're going to go with, because he's the new sorcerer. Your creature's attacks deal 50% of their damage using speed instead of attack. This trait does not stack. Well, that's interesting. That's just like a ready buff for everyone. Okay, and that is our party of 4. And because he's a caster, I want to give him a new spell gem. Because I want to give him Elemental Tome. Your creatures each gain a random spell gem if you have 0 of these gems in your inventory. So there we go. We're gonna hook him up with that. Equip relic. Nope, spell gem. Oh, wrong character. There we are. Elemental Tome. So now if ever I have a monster who doesn't have a spell gem, I can give him one. It's gonna be a random one, so it's not always gonna be the most useful thing, but it's still better than nothing. And it's gonna be on like a side character. When I was doing the Evoker class, that was on my main character, and that sucked because my main character couldn't attack. Okay, so Forge. Actually, I should see what these characters use for creatures, character sheets. Okay, so he's already got the sword, I'm not changing that. Although, nah, he's good. He's good. And we got the Unicorn, who still hasn't had a weapon, but has lots of health. I might do another helmet for the Unicorn. Or speed. Treant's already got the helmet, and Bard Balladeer is our lowest level, but I might actually give him a staff. Forge a new artifact. Let's give him a staff. And staff. And sword. Wait, are you telling me he didn't even have the sword equipped? Did I ever mention that sometimes I'm stupid? You know what? I'm actually gonna give... What's the defense on my horse? Because I want to keep him alive, and he has a lot of health. Health... Defense is 28. It would go up to 30 with just a regular shield, so I might as well. I feel like the types determine what's used for their names. Similar to a card fusion mechanic, the Game Boy Yu-Gi-Oh game. Interesting. Yeah, like, I don't actually know that much about the game. I'm kind of discovering things as I'm going along. But, like, it's certainly a very intriguing game. We don't have enough for more spells. Do we have enough for more units? Yes, we do. We have enough for 2 more, actually. Let's see. After an ally attacks, this creature deals damage equal to 35% of the attack. After this creature attacks, it also deals damage too. I'm gonna go with the Manticore Conqueror. And I think I'm gonna go with another wood character. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna go with the Terrorhound. And I think that's it? Yeah. Yeah, I can't afford anymore. So yeah, this is my current party. Is it actually 6 people now? Oh, yeah, it's a full party. Cool. Alright. So, I'm actually going to go to the second area, because if I go to the third area, you might notice it says Realm Properties. no property is story boss. Now, the reason it says that is because Area 3 is a unique area until you've run it at least one time. I like how I just went into being like, I don't know anything about this game, and then I explained one of the concepts that if I were playing just now, I shouldn't know. But yeah, this is about as far as I got. Like, I got up to the boss when I was playing earlier, just to test it out. It's a close number. There's around 35 different types, if it works how you think. Yeah, it does. It is probably playing with the whole, like, fusion mechanic. Similar to how the Game Boy version of Monster Rancher worked. Speaking of Game Boy games, they took out the one unit I didn't want them to take out. I'm kind of the salt about that right now. Okay, he's being resurrected. Although this fight isn't gonna last long enough anyway. But we need to get our other units to at least level 2. Oh hey, Turbo Mode. Turbo Mode allows you to hold down E or Q in battle to quickly select whatever command you've set as the default for your creatures, coupled with the strategy option. So yeah, that's what it's telling me about. If I go into options here, I can turn gameplay, Turbo Mode on. So now, if I fight, I can basically just be like, and just hold down the button. Which, honestly, it's gonna be useful for fights like this, where it's like, I know I can just, you know, mindlessly hunt them. So why am I bothering? But, yeah. Okay. Achievement earned, rare finds. I only have 4 emblems so far, so I can't get the F-Towler or anything yet. Materials for trade. Okay. Oh, we're just gonna do attacks. So we're trying to do this fancy. Oh, 200 favor. Jeez. But I do admit that the 1200 monster thing does seem like kind of a clickbaity article or clickbaity post. But if I'm being entirely honest, the game does that already, so you know, I'm literally just parroting what the game, how the game advertises itself. And if people want to see what the game's actually like, then they can go right ahead and, you know, see what I'm playing. It's not like I'm hiding the gameplay, right? I just really want the view. Nah, I honestly think this is I honestly think this is a fun game. I'm all about, like, roguelikes and numbers and, you know, even if they're fudging the numbers a little bit, like, the depth of the game is still ridiculous. Dude, what resource do we have, like, a ton of right now? Energy and the, like, materials or something. I'm finding all the caves, but I don't really want to go in them. Although I think the team is strong enough to face the boss already, so I'm probably just gonna run through and do that, and then I'll probably call it a day. Let's see here. You can certainly expect these kind of videos to be coming frequently. Like, I might end up making multiple VODs a day. I have a lot of games to go through, and I'm feeling like this is probably the best way to go if I want to grow the channel, is just to throw everything I got at it. And honestly, like, you know, this is like, even like in terms of just like the amount of effort put in, it's still a step above stream. So, you know, like, I'm in a comfortable place with it. But, yeah. I don't know what kind of got me on that tangent, but at least I'm finding things to say, right? The internet shit itself for a second. Ah, damn it. I was basically just getting into kind of like how I want to handle streams going forward and the VODs. And I'm basically just gonna crop the VODs and post them as videos. At least for a while. Eventually, like, if I can get to monetization, then I'm going to put, like, I'm gonna slow down on videos and actually put the effort into making, like, you know, doing quality over quantity. I shouldn't say quality over quantity, but, like, more quality than what's expected right now. You know, like, right now, I think it's just best to have the channel just upload and grow. That's the goal. But also, I was talking about the game too. I was just saying, like, you know, the whole 1200 monster thing. It's a little clickbaity, but at the same time, that's how this game advertises itself. So, you know, if people want to know what the way it advertises itself, then they don't need my video's title to really make them believe. But I still think that, like, you know, even if there's not 1200 sprites or individual different sprites, there's still a lot of depth to this game, which I'm really excited to explore. Easy with certain systems to achieve those numbers. Yeah. But, like, you know, just the amount of like tweaks you can do to your units, the amount of elemental types, the amount of like the amount of just like effects and unique abilities of each monster. Alright, so we gotta fight this thing, and I am going to actually cast Molten Armor for this one. I'm also going to heal him, keep him topped up, because something like that is always bound to happen. Okay, so Manticore's just got Manticore, so cast, you got nothing. I have to actually see what these guys are. So Chaos, Nature, and Chaos. So we got 2 Chaoses and 1 Nature. I don't know what Darkness is good against. I don't know the rock paper scissors of this game, but I'm guessing Dark does not deal against the forest or leaf or whatever. I don't actually know what it's called. I rooted 1200 to see what number I got. Ah. Interesting. What am I doing here? He's got no abilities, so I'm just gonna attack. It's whatever. Cast, Molten Armor is still in effect, so we're gonna... Ah, I wish I knew what level he... or what, like... You know what, we're gonna attack the bat once, and I just murdered him, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna attack the, what is it? The Manticore? Manticore Conqueror. Oh, dude, that clutch, though, on the frickin' unicorn, dude. Okay, we're gonna take out the side dudes first, because they're just extra damage that could go away far quicker than the middle guy. Unless, of course, I attack the middle dude with my absolute unit right here. Not him, this guy. Although, I guess that's unnecessary, because we won. Well done, Wired Rabbit. Thanks to you, Kichi has been tamed. We will need her to seek out the ultimate nether orb, just as a hound can smell fresh meat from miles away. Efts are adept at detecting magic from great distances. Kenshi and I will take our leave and begin the search. I will return to you when I learn more. Perk points! Yeah, boy! Alright. So, we're gonna look over here, and I'm just gonna see if there is anything new, which there doesn't really seem to be. It's all the same elements, but that's okay. We do have our 6 units, and I do like our lineup for now. We have to talk to Everett. It is good to see that you've returned in one piece, Wired Rabbit. Did you have any luck rallying Epocrenox to our side? You've explained to Everett that you have successfully captured Kichi for Epocrenox, and in return he has vowed to assist Hebron and Deimos in their search for the ultimate nether orb. As I should have known, he'd ask a favor of you first. Very rarely do gods provide their aid to humans without expecting something in return. Nevertheless, I'm glad to have Epocrenox's help. You've had a tiresome day, Wired Rabbit, so I suggest you take some time off and enjoy yourself in the sanctity of your castle. When you're ready for the next step in your journey, please speak with me again. Alright, and this is where we're going to end off. This has been Siralim Ultimate, a part of the apparently long-running Siralim series. Like, I didn't know about this series at all, but apparently there's been 3 previous games and a card game. But, yep, that's gonna be the video. So, as usual, I'd like to thank you for watching, Geetro, especially you, and anyone who watches the VOD, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.